How's it going, guys and geeks? Welcome back to the Geek Critique Show. I'm Dakota. Jen isn't with me currently because she's under the weather. She's not feeling very well. Hopefully she'll be feeling a little bit better by tonight because we do plan to record our review of the latest Doctor Who episode, Extremis, as well as our weekly book club for The Name of the Wind. And if you don't know what that is, we can show you our introduction video right here. You can go to it. The book club is totally free. We actually give you links so you can download 2 free audiobooks. And if you guys are interested, we want to make a quick mention of this week being Star Wars' 40th anniversary on May 25th. We do plan to have a few videos out that day, and we're prepping to get that content out to you guys. We already have some content out on our Patreon that you can see early if you go and join our Geek Critique army over there. But if not, that's totally up to you guys. Let's talk about some news on the Tom Ellis front, on whether or not he is or isn't playing the 13th Doctor. No confirmation yet, obviously. Most outlets are saying that Chris Marshall is currently signed up to play the 13th Doctor. We don't know that for sure. It has not been officially confirmed. As far as Tom Ellis, if you guys don't already know, we made a video a few months back commenting on a video that BBC Newsnight produced. And in that video, they used a clip from the Fox series Lucifer, in which the actor Tom Ellis's back can be seen at the end of it with a question mark over it asking if he was going to be the next Doctor. You can find that video right here where we discuss what that could potentially mean for the series. Of course, this isn't hard evidence on whether or not he is playing the Doctor, but it is curious because BBC does not have the copyright to Lucifer or to use those clips. I'm not sure if it's fair use, I'm not sure if it applies to that, but the producer of BBC Newsnight, Adam Livingstone, actually commented on that video and he explained a few things to me. The number one thing being that the reason Tom Ellis was in the video is because his daughter is a big fan of Lucifer and that's who she would like to see play the Doctor next. So that was a little nod to her, apparently, according to what he had to say. Unfortunately, I didn't take a screenshot of any of those comments that he made because I'm beating myself up for it because I want to show you guys what he has to say. But he did end up sending me an email and it's saying, "I loved your podcast." And then I asked him, "Hey Adam, thanks for reaching out to us. Can we take your statement as confirmation that Tom Ellis will not be taking over the role of the Doctor after Peter Capaldi leaves the program? Glad you were able to catch our breakdown of the Newsnight video." He says, "Hi Dakota, you can take it that I have absolutely no clue who the next Doctor Who is." And his wording there is interesting because as Doctor Who fans, we would just call it the next Doctor, not the next Doctor Who. But I know that's a long-standing tradition within BBC, calling the actor Doctor Who instead of just the Doctor. I'm not sure why they do it. I'm not sure if Adam Livingstone is a personal fan of the series. Judging by how the company produced that one video that we were just talking about, kind of shows me that they aren't huge fans of the series, perhaps not as diehard as you or I. Since I got that email from him, several things have happened actually, which is pretty interesting. Christy C250 says, "That's funny you mentioned Tom Ellis because I do watch Lucifer and found it strange and annoying that they would have had a 3-month long hiatus before they would start showing episodes again." So mid-season 2, they had a 3-month hiatus. And I did look this up. It was undisclosed why they did this, most likely contractual reasons with the actor Tom Ellis. We don't know what he was doing, whether or not he was perhaps filming a regeneration scene with Peter Capaldi. We don't know at this point. But Valerie Purcell also stirred the pot a little bit, saying, "Check out who is following that Twitter account, Tom Ellis's Twitter account." She says BBC, Doctor Who, etc. Now I did look it up and it's actually the BBC America page that's following Tom Ellis on Twitter. So that isn't really saying too much. They follow hundreds of actors on there. It could mean any number of things. It could just be that the person who regulates the Doctor Who Twitter feed really likes the show, Lucifer, so they follow it. But the most interesting thing that popped up in my notifications this week was someone named Joey Lopez sent me a snapshot from the last episode of Lucifer. That's the 16th episode of season 2, wherein the actor Lucifer gets out of a taxi, and the taxi company is called TARDIS Taxi. Now, this is weird. This is really weird, because if it is a nod to Doctor Who, they spelled TARDIS wrong. But I also looked up the taxi company, TARDIS Taxi. Does not exist. And the reason it doesn't exist is because tardus in Latin actually means late. Why would anyone want a late taxi? I don't know if this is an apology for being 3 months late with the series. I'm not really sure. I don't watch the series myself. But it is questionable that they would call it TARDIS Taxi. And this is after the fact that the BBC Newsnight video was months ago, putting him on the face of their Doctor Who montage, or putting it back rather, on the Doctor Who montage video. And this wouldn't be the first time that a TV series or movie cheekily made a nod to the fact that their actor is in Doctor Who. Actually, if you go back to a movie called World War Z, you'll notice that Peter Capaldi is in it, and he's credited as playing one of 4 WHO doctors, WHO doctors, and I know that stands for World Health Organization. He was literally announced like a month or 2 later. It's too much of a coincidence for that to have been the case. So what does all this mean? I really don't know, guys. If you have any thoughts on this, any more potential proof that Tom Ellis could be the next Doctor, the 13th Doctor, please share that with me if you have any information. Right now, most media outlets are claiming that Chris Marshall is signed on to be the 13th Doctor, but that has not been confirmed by any official sources as of yet. I would love Chris Marshall. I've seen his work. He can be simultaneously hilarious and serious, and I love that about him. It's very Doctor Who. But this is a lot of weird coincidence lining up with Tom Ellis potentially playing the role of the next Doctor, and I don't know what to think about it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know how you guys liked the video. Let me know if you have any comments, thoughts on anything that I mentioned. Please do visit our Patreon page if you guys are interested in helping us out. You know, leave us a like, subscribe if you don't already. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.